Hey everybody! If you'll just let me know when you pop on so I'll know you're here. I hope everyone's having a good day. If you'll just let me know you're here and watching. Oh, I see Ann is here. Hello, Ann. I think I need to move my camera up just a little more. Probably gonna knock something off my desk here trying to move it around. You'll just say hello when you hop on so I know you're there. And remember, when you comment, you're entered to win the project we're making tonight. Don't forget to comment so you can be put in the drawing. Hi, Shirley. Clean desk or boring? Well, if that's the case, mine's anything but boring right now. The part you're seeing is the only clean spot I have on my desk right now. While I'm waiting see if anyone else joins us. If you're new here, my name's Carolyn, and I do a live every Thursday. And I look forward to this time every week to be able to craft with you. And this week, you'll see I've got the Violet Dreams Designer Series paper. I've been showcasing that suite this week, so we're going to use some of the paper and make a card tonight. And also just wanted to remind you that through tomorrow is 2 times Stampin' Rewards points when you order. And also the paper sale is still going on this month. Certain Designer Series paper and cardstock are on sale now, so that's a good time to go through and see what you need as far as your cardstock and Designer Series paper and get double points while you're ordering. And as I mentioned, I've been showcasing Violet Dreams this week, so I'm going to show you just a few cards I've made. Some of them we've seen before. I've posted already on social media, but just so you'll get an idea of all the things you can do. This one was made from scraps. I just used my circles from Stylish Shapes and cut some circles out, glued them down, and ran it through an embossing folder. And then this one, the first ones I'm showing you just some scrap cards. Also just cut some strips from my leftover scraps for that. And this one, actually, let me put this one with this one. As you'll see, this is just this strip out of here, so I made 2 cards with that, just gluing 1/2-inch strips down. And then this is another one, just made from strips. And this one's a bridge fold card. using that pretty Designer Series paper. And then, of course, it'll fold flat either way, so you can put it in an envelope and mail it. And this was one of the Monday motivation cards using a template, as was this one. Now this one I did use a different stamp set. We're going to use this stamp set tonight to make our card. It's Scalloped Blooms, I believe is the name of it. Yep, Scalloped Blooms. And then I got carried away with this fun fold. I love this Arrow fun fold, and using some of that striped shimmering paper. So, and appreciate you. There's a happy birthday. And another happy birthday. This was my card that I put in the newsletter this week. So if you don't subscribe to my newsletter, please do. This tutorial is only put in the newsletter. I do an exclusive tutorial for my newsletter every week. And then this one is the one I did for a template for this Monday for my Motivation Monday card. And this I was doodling last night. This is a shadow box card, and I've got to get a tutorial made of it. But you'll kind of see when I stand it up. The little shadow box effect to it. Thank you, Sue. I love saving my scraps and making cards from them just to see what I can come up with. All right, we're going to get started here in just a second on our card tonight. Remember to please comment, and your name will be entered into the drawing for the card we make tonight. I will send it to you. I've been busy. I love getting up here and making cards and crafting. All right, so tonight we're going to make what's called a floating panel card. And I think I decided, I put these two scraps on top. I think these were the two I decided I was going to use tonight. And also, let me get my card base. I cut it, but I hadn't scored it yet. Your card base needs to be a piece of cardstock that is 10 3/4 by 5 1/2. And I've already cut mine, but we need to do some scoring. So, you know, it comes as an 8 1/2 by 11 piece of paper. So you're just going to cut off 1/4 of an inch from the long side of it. Well, let me get my paper trimmer, and we're going to score. All right, so first we need to make a score at 1 5/8. And this is Gorgeous Grape cardstock. So 1 5/8. And at 3 1/4. Okay. And then you're going to flip it and do the same on the other end. So 1 5/8. And 3 1/4. And then what we're going to do, those two inner score lines, we're going to fold in. Let me get my bone folder out. If you have any questions or anything, let me know, and I'll stop and answer them. So that was one of the inner ones, fold in. Then this one you're going to fold out. I'm just going to fold that out and give it another good burnish there. And then the same on this one, the inside, fold in. And then this one you'll fold back. Okay. And then this is what you start working with, your card base. Alright, next we'll cut our scraps of paper from our designer series paper that we want to use. And like I said, I had chosen these two. So with this one, I need to trim it down to 4 3/4. Actually, I think I'll trim off this end. 4 3/4 by 2 3/4. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit out of frame. Let me move down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to take it off of this side. I'm trying to get more of my flowers in there. Okay. So that's 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then this one, the next one, is going to be 4 1/2 by 2 1/4. And now I've made mats to go on the back of these already, so we can glue those on. So the mat for this one, and I'm using hydrangea hue to try to bring out some of the blues in the paper as well. So for this one, this is a 3 by 5 inch mat, and let me glue that piece down. Please comment when you join. You'll be entered into the drawing to win the card tonight. So as you join, just say hello. Alright, we're going to put this right in the middle of that mat. And then the other piece is 2 1/2 by 4 1/2. So this will fit, oops, I didn't cut something right. I didn't cut my designer series paper. I cut it a little bit too long. It should be 4 1/4. I cut it 4 1/2, so let me trim just a little bit off of it. See, I show y'all the mistakes so you guys don't make them. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you for joining us. Okay. All right, now we need one more piece that we're gonna, or actually a couple of pieces we're gonna stamp on. So let's do our stamping next. So for the greeting, I wanted to make this a birthday card. So I'm going to use the Happy Birthday from the Scallop Blooms, and it fits perfectly in, this die is from Nested Essentials dies. So I'm gonna cut a piece of basic white. I went brain dead for a second. Basic white, and stamp on it. So let me see. Yes, and I'm collecting my scraps for my card this weekend. If you don't know, I do a scrap card every Saturday, which is where I use my scraps from the week to make a card. And this one's small enough, we'll just use the mini cut and emboss machine and run that through. Let me get my stamp out of the way. All right. And I love the little stitching detail, if you can see on there. I love that little stitching detail. All right, I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape ink to match my cardstock. And stamp Happy Birthday. And it fits just perfectly on there. And then we need something for the inside. So I've cut another piece of basic white that is 2 3/4 by 4 to go on the inside. If you need me to repeat any of these measurements, just let me know. All right, wishing you a day of relaxation, happiness, and love. That's a little crooked. That's why there's 2 sides. Let's see if I can do it a little bit better here. Well, that's still a little crooked. That one's not as bad. Maybe I'll go with the first one. What do y'all think? The first one or the second one? About the same, weren't they? Okay. So, I need a mat to go behind this, or you don't have to, but I think it dresses it up a little bit more. So, I'm using Hydrangea Hue again, and this is 3 by 4 1/4. And we'll just glue this down. And now we pretty much have all of our pieces ready to assemble our card. So I'm going to bring in my card base again, which remember looks like this. And this will go right in the middle of your card inside here. Oh, thank you, Sue. She says it doesn't look crooked. Okay, right in the middle. And then on this panel, you know what? I think I did my panels opposite the way I was going. No, I didn't. Or did I? No, I think I did them right the way I wanted to. Okay, yeah. So this one's going to go on this side, and you're going to want to leave kind of about the same amount of edge around it when you glue it down. So I'm just going to put a little glue right here on the right side of it. And glue it down. Just like that. And I'm going to move it out of the way. Bring this side over. And do the same thing. So when you fold it, you'll have those two kind of overlapping there. And again, on this one, I'll just do the left side. And try and give it the same amount of border all around the edges there. I'm bringing the other one over just to make sure these are kind of centered, these two panels as well. Okay, and now we need something to go on these panels. So this is where I'm going to put my happy birthday. And then this pack of designer series paper comes with ephemera. So the ephemera, I love it when it comes with ephemera because you can really put cards together quickly, and everything coordinates. So and looking at my choices, let's see, I think I'm going to go with this flower here. I like that. It hangs over that just a little bit, but I think I like it like that. So let me glue the happy birthday here in the center. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals on the flower. Okay, let me get my dimensionals out. Maybe do one more right here in the center. So this is the second week I've been doing like a what I'm calling a product showcase, where I feature one suite or one product for the whole week, just to give you several ideas with one complete suite of products or a product, just all the things, different things you can do with it. So if you've been watching my Facebook this week or the past 2 weeks, you've noticed I've been doing that. I hope you like that. I'm kind of enjoying it myself. All right, and then when you put your card together, it goes like that. You open it up. Actually, I want to decorate that a little bit too. Let me see what else I've got on my ephemera here to put in there. Maybe one of these little flowers. Yeah. Let's do one of these little... Oops. I've used up my first one. You get 2 sheets, and I've started on the second one tonight, so I like using it. But we'll put this little flower down here in the corner. I think that helps bring it all together. There we go. That's just a little final touch I think it needed. Okay. So here it's folded together. What do you think? Do you guys like doing fun folds? I love fun folds myself. All right, now if you haven't commented yet, please get in the comments so I can add your name to the drawing. I have Ann, I have Shirley, I have Sue, and Lori. If anybody else is watching and wants to get in on the drawing, please make a comment now. Shirley says she likes the idea. Somebody has suggested that to me, and I really like it because there's been times I've seen a card online and I order the stamp set just to make that one card, and then I'm not sure what else to do with it. So I like sitting down and focusing on one whole product suite or one product, one stamp set, one bundle, and just seeing what all I can come up with. All right, I didn't see anyone else comment. Oh, Rosemary's here. Let me get Rosemary in the drawing. Thank you, Rosemary. All right, so for those of you who don't know, I am a Snoopy fan. Here's my big old Snoopy mug. I've got your names in here. And let me draw one out. Also, Brenda. There's Brenda watching. Let me get Brenda's name. I'm sorry. I somehow missed. I'm sorry, Brenda. Okay. All right, there's Brenda's name in, so let me shake them up again. And this is another way I'm using my scraps, too, to put your names in the drawing. Okay, I've got my name. Let's see who it's going to be. Christine. I saw her pop on and put her name in there. So Christine's going to get this one. She won a card last week, too. Congratulations, Christine. All right, so that is it for tonight. Here's our card. And I just want to thank you each for joining me again. Like I said, I look so forward to this time every week and creating some cards and getting some ideas from you guys too. So if you have suggestions when we're making a card, if you have a suggestion for the product you want me to showcase next week, please let me know. If I have that suite or bundle or stamp set, I'll do my best to work with it. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope the rest of your week is great.